Zen, Buddhism, Zen, a lot of people confuse Zen and meditation. First of all, what you need to understand is the history behind the word and the etymology. The kanji Zen for Buddhism, Zen, the word Zen means meditation. But what you have to understand is how they are related together, when and who during the history of classical martial art, which warrior, which founder of Ryuha have been involved into this aspect of Buddhism Zen. First, it's very important to understand that you have different schools in Buddhism Zen. You have the Soto Zen, the Rinzai Zen, and you have also all the different kind of faction known as the Jodo Shu. Jodo in Japanese means like the sanctified, the purified ground. And there is quite a lot. There is also the influence of Buddhism Zen, Buddhism esoteric as well, what we call Mikyo, but also a certain aspect of Shinto and also a certain aspect of the Kojiki into classical martial art. And you can find this in various schools, for example, Tenshin Shoden Katori Shinto Ryu, it's connecting with the shrine of Katori and Kashima. And there is also the aspect, of course, in that every scholars know, is this aspect of syncretism, where everything is connected together, mixed together. When you start to understand that historical background, now it's important to study case by case when and how the aspect of Buddhism and especially what people focus on, the meditation, so the Zazen, Suar, which means to sit, Zazen. So doing a sitting Zen, sitting meditation. Actually, the word meditation in Japanese is meiso, so it's very different than the word Zen. That's very interesting to keep in mind. When we use the word meditate, for us as Westerners, meditate is to reflect heavily, on something, reflect on your life, think about a very important matter than you. And when you look at the Zen, you don't try to think, you try to eliminate all those kind of unnecessary idea in order to reach a certain state of illumination, of enlightenment. Why? First of all, why warrior, so professional killer, specialist of the homicide, killing, will or are interesting in doing Zen? Is it to become a monk? Is it to become more, to earn more wisdom about the Buddha and the law of the Buddha? Not at all, not at all. What we're looking for is using certain aspect of the Zazen, especially this aspect of emptiness. Try to be completely full of emptiness, to have your mind completely quiet in order to be able to use the technique faster, to kill faster, in other words. But of course, you have different moments in the history of classical martial art where this aspect, like for example in Shinkage-ryu, you have the aspect of Setsuninto and Katsujinken. Setsuninto, the katana that kill people, and Katsujinken, the sword that revive people. It's also an idea, and there are two phrases that come from the Heki Rangoku. It's a text that deals, it's a Buddhism text actually, that deals with Buddhism science, Buddhist studies, that talk about different kind of disciple and master of Zen, their history, their life, and their teaching. So you need to understand that in a life of a warrior, living always by the sword, by the spear, killing, etc., etc., there is a moment where you're looking for a certain peace of mind. The age, the traumatic experience of the battlefield push you to find a way. Of course, before that, some's going to use different aspects, like I just said previously, from Buddhism Zen, in order to learn by the control of the breathing, how to control yourself, control your emotion, in order to apply the technique the more correctly, rightly. Does it mean you need to practice Zen? Of course not. historically, as a cultural things in the 10th century, 12, 11, etc., etc. That's logical. It's in Japan. Now things are a little bit more modular. You can use more worldwide. You can use different aspects, different kind of religious aspects, spiritual aspect, in order, to reach this quietness, peaceful aspect of your inner world, if I may say. It can be Christian, it can be Jewish, it can be Muslim. It can be nothing. It can be just breathing. It can be yoga. It can be listening music. It's fine as long as it allows you to be better, to go for a better good, and to practice.